6 Rituals from Japanese Minimalism That Changed My Mornings Forever. Hook. Ever wonder why Japanese people seem so calm and focused in the morning? What if we told you there are 6 simple rituals that could transform your chaotic mornings into peaceful, productive starts to your day? Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into something really special, the beautiful world of Japanese minimalism and how it can completely change the way we start our mornings. Now, we know what you might be thinking. Another minimalism video? But stick with us, because what we're sharing today isn't just about having less stuff, it's about creating more meaning, more peace, and more intention in those precious first hours of our day. We've been experimenting with these Japanese morning rituals for the past few months, and honestly, the changes have been incredible. We're talking about waking up feeling actually excited about the day ahead, instead of immediately reaching for our phones and diving into the stress spiral. So, grab your favorite cup of coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let's explore these 6 game-changing rituals together. Ritual 1. The Art of Slow Awakening. The first ritual is something the Japanese call Meizame no Kokyu, which basically means mindful awakening. Instead of jumping out of bed the second our alarm goes off, we take a moment to actually connect with our body and mind. This isn't about hitting snooze 5 times. That's actually the opposite of what we want to do. Here's how it works. When we first wake up, before we even open our eyes fully, we take 3 deep, slow breaths. We feel our body against the mattress, notice the temperature of the room, maybe even listen to the sounds around us. It's like giving our nervous system a gentle transition from sleep to wakefulness instead of shocking it into action. The beautiful thing about this ritual is that it sets the tone for everything that follows. Research from Tokyo University actually found that people who practiced mindful awakening reported 40% less morning anxiety compared to those who jumped straight into their day. When we start with intention rather than urgency, our whole morning flows differently. We're not rushing to catch up with time, we're moving with it. Ritual 2. Creating sacred space through tidying. Now, this second ritual might surprise you because it's not meditation or journaling like you might expect. It's tidying, but not just any kind of tidying. This is what Japanese culture calls seiri, which means organizing with purpose and respect. Every morning, we spend just 5 to 10 minutes putting our immediate space in order. We make the bed with attention, not just throwing the covers up. We clear the nightstand, maybe straighten a few things in the bedroom. The key here is doing it mindfully, not frantically rushing around trying to clean everything. What we've discovered is that this simple act of caring for our space actually helps us feel more grounded and ready for the day. There's something about starting with order that makes everything else feel more manageable. Marie Kondo talks about this too. When our external environment is peaceful, our internal state tends to follow suit. The Japanese believe that our living spaces are extensions of ourselves. When we treat our morning space with respect and attention, we're essentially treating ourselves the same way. It's like we're saying, I deserve to start my day in beauty and order. And trust us, that mindset shift is powerful. Ritual 3. The Morning Water Ceremony. This third ritual is probably the simplest one, but don't let that fool you into thinking it's not important. In Japanese wellness tradition, the first thing you put into your body each morning sets the foundation for everything that follows. We call this asa no mizu, or morning water. As soon as we finish our tidying ritual, we drink a full glass of room temperature water. Not ice-cold water that shocks our system, not hot water that we have to wait for, just clean, room temperature water that our body can easily absorb. We drink it slowly, paying attention to how it feels going down our throat, how our body responds to that first hydration of the day. From a health perspective, this makes total sense. After 7 or 8 hours without any fluids, our bodies are naturally dehydrated. Japanese wellness experts say that proper morning hydration helps with everything from mental clarity to digestive health. Some studies even suggest that people who drink water first thing in the morning have more stable energy levels throughout the day. But beyond the physical benefits, there's something almost ceremonial about this practice. It's a moment of pause, a way of honoring our body's needs before we start demanding things from it. We're essentially saying, "Good morning, body. Thank you for resting well. Let's take care of each other today." Ritual 4. Mindful movement and stretching. The fourth ritual brings gentle movement into our morning routine, but again, not in the way you might expect. This isn't about jumping into an intense workout or forcing ourselves through a strict exercise routine. Instead, it's about what the Japanese call Reggio Taiso, simple, flowing movements that wake up our body gradually. We spend about 10 minutes doing gentle stretches, maybe some arm circles, neck rolls, or simple twisting movements. The key is listening to our body and moving in ways that feel good, rather than forcing specific poses or exercises. Sometimes we stretch our arms up toward the ceiling and take a deep breath. Other times we might do some gentle side bends or roll our shoulders. What makes this different from regular exercise is the mindset. We're not trying to burn calories or build muscle. We're simply saying good morning to our body. We're checking in with how we feel physically, noticing any stiffness from sleep, and gently encouraging circulation and flexibility. This practice actually comes from a long Japanese tradition of morning calisthenics that dates back to the 1920s. Even today, millions of people in Japan start their day with these simple movements. The idea is that when we take care of our physical body first thing in the morning, we're more likely to make good choices for ourselves throughout the rest of the day. Ritual 5. Setting daily intentions. Our fifth ritual involves something the Japanese call kokoro wo kimeru, which translates roughly to deciding with your heart. This is about setting intentions for the day, but in a much simpler way than you might think. We're not talking about complicated goal setting or long to-do lists. We're talking about choosing one word or one feeling that we want to guide our day. We sit quietly for just a few minutes, maybe while we're still in bed or after our gentle movement, and we ask ourselves, how do we want to feel today? Maybe the answer is peaceful. Maybe it's curious, or grateful, or focused. Whatever word comes up, that becomes our guiding intention for the day. The beautiful thing about this practice is how simple it is. We're not trying to control everything that happens to us. That's impossible anyway. Instead, we're choosing how we want to show up for whatever the day brings. It's like setting an internal compass that helps us navigate through challenges and opportunities with more clarity. Japanese philosophy emphasizes the power of intention over ambition. When we start our day with a clear sense of how we want to be, rather than just what we want to do, we tend to make choices that align with our deeper values. It's amazing how having that one guiding word can influence everything from how we respond to stress to how we interact with other people. Ritual 6. Gratitude and connection. The final ritual is what ties everything together, and it's something the Japanese call kansha no kokoro, which means a heart of gratitude. Before we officially start our day, before we check our phones, before we dive into the busyness of life, we take a moment to acknowledge something we're grateful for. This doesn't have to be anything elaborate or profound. Sometimes we're grateful for the comfortable bed we slept in. Other times we might appreciate the sunlight coming through our window, or the fact that we have clean water to drink. The key is making it specific and genuine, rather than just going through the motions. What we found is that starting the day with gratitude creates this beautiful foundation of appreciation that carries through everything else. When we begin from a place of acknowledging what's already good in our lives, we're less likely to get caught up in what's missing or what's wrong. It's like putting on a special pair of glasses that helps us see more clearly throughout the day. Japanese culture has always emphasized the connection between inner peace and outer harmony. When we start our mornings with gratitude, we're more likely to treat others with kindness, to find solutions rather than dwelling on problems, and to notice the small, beautiful moments that make life meaningful. Bringing it all together. The amazing thing about these 6 rituals is how they work together to create what the Japanese call wa, or harmony. Each practice builds on the previous one, creating a morning routine that feels natural and sustainable, rather than forced or overwhelming. We're not talking about adding hours to your morning routine here. From start to finish, these 6 rituals take maybe 20 to 30 minutes total.
but the impact they have on the rest of our day is incredible. We find ourselves feeling more centered, more intentional, and more connected to what really matters. The best part is that you don't have to be perfect at any of these practices. Some mornings we might skip the stretching because we're running late. Other days we might forget to set an intention until we're already at work. That's completely okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress and presence. Japanese minimalism isn't really about having less stuff, although that might be part of it. It's about creating more space for what truly nourishes us. These morning rituals are like that. They clear away the mental clutter and emotional rushing that often start our day, making room for peace, intention, and joy. We'd love to hear from you. Which of these rituals resonates most with you? Are there any morning practices from your own culture or experience that bring you similar peace? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this exploration of Japanese wisdom. Until next time, may your mornings be peaceful and your days be full of intention.